Hello Globetrotters, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lori, and in this community we aim to educate, motivate, and inspire each other in all things travel related. And I throw in some lifestyle there as well. So in today's video, I'm giving you a bit of a recap of 2025, an update on my life, as well as some travel stuff. So in 2025, I didn't do a whole lot of traveling in the first part of the year. My son was in his senior year of high school, and so we were doing a lot of senior activities, visiting colleges, applying and getting in and moving him into college, doing the senior trips and graduation and all of that. So we got him graduated, got that major milestone passed, got him moved into college safely. And he's off to a great start. Basically, I didn't do a whole lot of traveling, but towards the end of the year, I did see 2 new countries. I went to Curacao, 3 new countries actually. I went to Curacao for the Jazz Festival. I showed you that video. I went to St. Lucia. That was the first time ever being there in St. Lucia. Again, the only country in the world named after a woman. And then I went to Africa for the first time, my first time on the continent. And so I visited Morocco. I went there with my son. That was kind of a belated birthday present to him and a birthday trip to me because I tend to travel throughout the entire month of December for my birthday. So we went to Morocco, had a great time in Marrakesh. I just shared that video of the beautiful 5-star luxury resort that we stayed at. And I'll give you some tips on what to do when you're in Morocco coming up in the next video. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you do not miss that upload. So I didn't do a whole lot of traveling in the first half of the year, but I well and made up for that in the latter half of the year. So for you, 2026, make sure that you're looking to all of those state advisories. Make sure that you're staying on top of all of that. For instance, there are a lot of banned nations. The list of banned nations has increased. I'll probably scroll them here along the screen for you. I don't see myself doing a lot of those banned country videos anymore. I may do a little reel here and there, or may include it in a video that I'm doing, but I'm not necessarily going to dedicate a whole lot of time to that. What is of note, however, is that there are some countries that are denying visas to American citizens, specifically a lot of African countries, because they have been targeted by a lot of the bans that the U.S. State Department and the current political administration in the United States have put in place. You know how the year started. You know the political stuff that we're into. You know what's going on in Venezuela, in Syria, in Greenland even. So keep an eye on those state advisories. If you have dual citizenship, if you have multiple passports, perhaps travel under those passports if you wish to go to those countries. If there is a closure of airspace, which may happen again, then what you may want to do if you're planning on visiting one of those Caribbean countries is to fly to a nearby country and then take a ferry or take a local plane into that country of your choice so that you can still get around and travel. We're going to see cheaper flights in 2026, both internationally and domestically. The top 5 cheapest internationally are San Salvador, El Salvador, Madrid, Spain, Vancouver, Canada, Lisbon, Portugal, and Medellin, Colombia. If you wish not to travel internationally but stay local, you can travel cheaply as well. Specifically, Fort Lauderdale is at the top of that list. Orlando follows, Chicago is next, Pittsburgh, and then Dallas in Texas. So you can do a flight or you can always travel by car. Some other things you should look forward to. You know that in Q3 or Q4 of 2025, the government shut down, and that happens, a little bit here and there throughout history. However, that was a particularly long shutdown, and that affected TSA. Make sure that you stay abreast of what's going on in this first quarter and second quarter of 2026 because the shutdown may occur again. So of course, that's going to impact TSA, that's going to impact the lines. What I say for that is try to use the smaller airports, so your regional airports. Drive a little bit to a hub where you can take a direct flight if you can't do that, because there will be less interruptions in your trip. There will be less chance for you to miss a flight, a layover flight. So direct flights are the route when things like this are happening. If you find that there's a long TSA line at one terminal in the airport, go to another terminal. That's a little trick that I've used, going to another terminal and getting through the TSA line faster there, because even if you have to take a tram or a bus from one terminal to the next, or from one entry point to the next, it's still a lot less time than going through TSA. If you still have not gotten your TSA pre-check, get your TSA pre-check, or your clear, or whatever you need to use to get through those lines faster. It definitely helps. TSA will start charging you about $45, and I did a little reel on this. TSA will start charging you $45 to check your identity, to do a background check on you on site if you do not have a star ID. So make sure that you get your star ID, or if not, then you need to carry your passport even when you're traveling within the country by air. Another fun thing to look forward to, soon we will be able to start carrying liquids back on airplanes. So they've already stopped telling you to remove your shoes, even if you're not TSA pre-check at most airports. Well, now you'll be able to carry liquids onto the planes in larger quantities in 2026. So stay tuned for that. And last but not least, another update to look forward to in 2026 is that the carry-on luggage sizes will be shrinking. So the airlines have caught on that we are no longer paying all these extra fees for checked bags. Some of us have not been checking bags, period. And so what they're doing is, what we have been doing is carrying on all of our luggage, regardless of how long our trip is. Well, now they're being more strict about the carry-on sizes, the amount of luggage that you can carry on, and soon they will begin weighing your carry-on to make sure that it's not overpacked with things, so they can then ask you to check it and then ask you to pay a fee for checking that luggage. So those are my updates as far as what to look forward to in the first part of 2026 regarding travel, and specifically air travel and flight travel. Regarding road travel, there will be more road trips in 2026. If you have not been following international news, there is more access to oil. A lot more oil has been discovered, for instance, off of Guyana in South America. And there are other places as well where just more oil is flowing. So when the supply is greater than the demand, what you're going to find is that the prices will go down. And I've already seen gasoline prices reduced, so there will be more opportunity for road trips. So if you can't go internationally, or you're too afraid to go internationally, or just a little bit cautious, not necessarily afraid, a little bit cautious about traveling internationally right now, you can still take road trips and discover unseen areas. There are many parts of the United States that I have not seen myself, and so I'm looking forward to doing some road tripping as well. Regarding my personal life, I am now an empty nester, and so I decided that I would downsize and that I would move. So I packed up and I moved. Life overall is good. I feel healthy. I feel loved. I am looking forward to lots more travel. I'm looking forward to lots more time to travel and lots more time to just pour into me and just get back to some of the things that I have let fall by the wayside. I have crossed off 6 continents off of my list. So the next is Antarctica to complete the 7. So I will be looking forward to that in 2026 or 2027. So again, stay tuned for that. I also plan on visiting the 7 wonders of the world. I did not document my travel to the Colosseum. I had it on regular film because that was back in 1999, I believe, or early 2000. So I don't have the best footage of that. So I will make sure and document that to share here on my YouTube channel with my community in this little corner of the internet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this brief video. I hope that you click that thumbs up button to like the video if you learned at least one thing new. I hope that you'll share it with others who like similar content as well, and that you will come back for more videos. As always, Be sure to value experiences over things because travel is the only thing you buy that truly makes you richer. Thanks for watching again. Ciao.